Make a recipe for a skincare product is not rocket science. Don't put too much. Okay, in skincare formulation, less is more. It's your girl again, Unique Touch. Good evening, you're welcome to this channel. If you're seeing my face for the first time, you're welcome. Feel free to move around, watch previous videos, like, comment, share. Please subscribe, turn on your notification bell so that you'll be the first to be notified each time there's an upload coming from me, and tell your friends about this channel. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate you coming back every time we have a new video. I just hope your notification bell is turned on because you don't want to miss anything that we are doing here. You want to stay tuned and get all the juice out of the bag. Yes, so today we'll be doing something very unique, something very important. You know, I've been getting a whole lot of requests. Some of you saying I should do free skincare training and all of that. You want to learn how to do product formulation from scratch and all of that. Well, but today I'll be going out of the box for you. I'll be doing something that I've not done before. I'll be doing that for you. Okay, so today I'm going to give you the basics, all right, of formulating a skincare product. So if you are already a formulator, this is also for you. If you are not yet, you are trying to learn, or you are just coming up, this will serve as a very good guide for you to write on. All right, so while we are about to get into it, I hope you've subscribed to this channel. Please, if you've not, do well to subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that you will be the first to be notified each time there is an upload coming from me. All right, so okay, so I have my jotter here. I don't want to miss any points for you guys, so I've written it down and I will take it one by one and explain. So what I'm about to do for you is to tell you things to consider or things to do when you want to formulate a product. See, saying you are a skincare formulator is not about getting people's recipe and following it and mixing it together. A formulator means that you can sit down on your own and think out a formula that will solve a particular problem. I hope you understand. Okay, and that is what we do here for our students at Unique Touch. So if you want to enroll for any of our training, we'll be having a training that will be coming up very soon, next month being September. Okay, I will put out the details once the detail is ready. So but you can chat me up to book your slots. It's limited slots. As you know, we do not train lots of students at a time. We take it batch by batch. So if you want to be among the next batch, I want you to hit me up with the number on the screen. I'm going to leave a number here on the screen, the number you're seeing right now. Hit me up on the number, chat me up on WhatsApp or call for business, but preferably please chat me up so that it wouldn't be that I'm so busy and then I didn't pick your call. All right, so chat me up. I will always respond for training business purposes alone. So here at Unique Touch, we teach you how to formulate recipes from scratch. You can make your own recipes. You don't have to depend on buying of recipes and formulas for you to be a skincare formulator. So that is what I'm going to be doing for you today. I'm going to give you a general, should I call them rules? I don't know if I should call them rules, but by the time I'm done, you call it what you want to call it. All right, so let's get into the teaching for today. So first of all, the first thing that comes to mind in skincare formulation is, what do I want to formulate? What product do I want to formulate? Okay, so do I want to formulate a lotion, a cream, a soap, a body wash, a shower oil, or what do I want to formulate? That is the first question when it comes to skincare formulation. So what do I want to formulate? So let's say, for example, I want to formulate a face cream. Oh wow, a face cream, fine. Okay, now number one is I found out, or I've been able to identify what I want to formulate, and in this case I want to formulate what? A face cream. Good. Okay, so now the next question I want to ask myself is, this face cream I want to formulate, what skin issue or what is the result I want to get from it? Do I want to formulate a maintenance, maybe a moisturizer, or I want to formulate a face cream that will probably take care of hyperpigmentation, or do I want to treat acne, or do I want to treat melasma, or do I want to treat eczema? What is my target? Because now I know I have to formulate a face cream. The next question is, what is my target? All right, so let's say I want to target acne. Okay, so good. Okay, so face cream for acne, that is what I want to do. I want this face cream to be able to treat people's acne and pimples, okay, and probably solve general issues on the face. All right, so now I've done the second thing. I've identified the problem I want to solve with the products I want to formulate. All right, so the next question that will come to mind is, what ingredients or what raw materials can be able to tackle the problem I've identified? Okay, so I'm trying to solve a problem of acne, pimples, or probably dark spots and all of that. What skincare raw materials can solve that problem? Okay, so I begin to find out, okay, what can I put that will tackle acne? Okay, so one thing that will come to mind is, okay, that means I need something that's able to probably exfoliate mildly, right? Something that will be able to kill bacteria on the skin, because most times the acne is a result of bacteria and fungal reactions. Okay, so I will need something as well that should be able to fight it. Okay, then I need something, something that exfoliates, already opens the pores, okay, removes clogged pores and dead skin cells. Okay, so we put all these things into consideration. All right, you look at raw materials that are able to do this, and then you write them down. Okay, so already since we are making a face cream, right, you can decide, all right, the face cream I want to make, it could be oil free, it might not be oil free. If the person that wants to use the product is probably oily prone, all right, you might want to do a face cream that is oil free. Okay, if the person has probably a normal to dry skin kind of skin, you might probably want to put a lightweight oils that also tackle reactions, that also tackle acne, not just any kind of oil. Remember what I said, first they must be lightweight, and then they should be able to also tackle the problem you are trying to solve. Okay, so let's say in this case I want to do for someone that's probably is oily skinned, okay, and I want to make it oil free. Therefore it takes away the whole sunflower, takes away the whole neem oil, takes away the whole grape seed oil, carrot oil. It takes away all of that. It means I'm working with strictly my waxes and my actives. Are we together? Okay, so having said that, we are going to the next. Remember, right now you've identified the raw materials that will tackle the problem you want to solve. So the next thing we are going to be looking into is these raw materials that we've identified right now. What are their percentage usage rates? Okay, so every raw material for your skincare product formulation has a percentage usage rate That means, what do I mean by percentage usage rate? It means a recommended quantity or amount that you can use, all right, for that particular raw material. So they come in ranges. Sometimes it could be from 0.5% to 2%. Okay, so the manufacturers of these raw materials has looked into these raw materials carefully, and then they will prescribe for you the usage rate, so that you don't go putting over 30% or put overboard. And then, because once you use these raw materials in excess, it will cause more harm to your skin, and if you use it insufficiently, you will see no results. Okay, so this is the benefit of knowing your percentage usage rate. So now you know the raw materials, you have to now find out at what percent am I required to use these raw materials for it to be effective in what I am producing. Okay, so we are talking about face cream for acne, right? That means we are thinking of things like probably glycolic acid, azelaic acid. We are looking at things like sulfur. We are looking at things like allantoin. We are looking at, let's say we want to also tackle hyperpigmentation, which comes with acne and all. We are looking at things like alpha arbutin. We are looking at things like sepia white and the likes of it, glutathione. There are so many of it out there that can tackle hyperpigmentation. So we are finding out at what usage range should I use these actives. All these things I've mentioned are actives, all right? The non-active, if I'm to put it that way, should be stuff like your waxes. Of course, if you are making a lotion, you should be looking at possibly 3 to 5%. I hope I'm correct. If you are making a cream, which is more thicker, you are looking at possibly 5 to 10% or thereabouts. Okay, if you're a formulator already, you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so now we now identify to what percentage should I use these raw materials, and then you write them down. So now your formula for formulation must all sum up to 100%. Okay, must all sum up to 100%. So let's say after you've calculated your raw materials in percentages, you got, let's say, 60% of all the raw materials, all right, or any percentage, let's say 60%. It therefore means the remaining 40% goes to the water, all right, because lotion is a combination of is an activity between oil and water. Okay, for you to form an emulsion is a reaction, a chemical reaction between oils and water. Okay, now the question is, how come we are doing oil free and then you are still mentioning oil? Okay, the oil there now are your waxes. Okay, the oil we are referring to right now are your waxes, your e-wax, your cetyl alcohol, your stearic acid. Normally I do not use stearic acid for my face creams. I use the wax that I use. You can use e-wax, all right? There are different waxes for different purposes. You can use e-wax, you can use cetyl alcohol. That's just my personal preference, right? You can use stearic acid as well. Depends on what you want, all right? There are different waxes out there. So these are the oil we are referring to. Okay, so a combination of your waxes and the water will form an emulsion. Okay, so having said that, so the remaining percent, 40%, right, probably goes to the water. Remember, you've considered your preservative in there, your antioxidants, which is your tocopherol, vitamin E, what other thing, maybe essential oil, just few drops if you want to use, and then other actives that are mentioned and I didn't mention. You can do your research. Okay, so that is it. So with all these things I've mentioned, you're going to get 100%. Okay, so when you've gotten 100% right now, that is the formula. You have created a formula. Okay, so now you can't work with just formula. For you to be able to make the product you have just created the formula, you have to transfer your formula to a recipe. Okay, it's only when it's in a recipe form that you can work with it. But what this formula does for you is that because it's a new formula, you are just trying to, you know, try out something new. You can decide, okay, I'm making 50 gram or 50 ml of this batch just for testing. I'm making 100 just for testing. Okay, so with that formula, you can still make 1 kg, 2 kg, 10 kg, and nothing will change. It will remain the same. Anytime you make that particular product, they remain the same. Why? Because of that formula. Okay, so in this case right now, let's say because we are testing out things, sorry for the noise, because we are testing out things, we are looking at using 100 gram or 100 ml. Okay, so we are formulating for 100 ml. So right now we have calculated our e-wax to be, let's say 3%, right? So 3% of 100 gives us that is 30, if I am not mistaken. Okay, I hope I'm correct. Do the maths. All right, so you do 3% of 100, 5% of 100, 2% of 100. Most actives actually comes in 2%. All right, so 2% of 100 and so on. So after you have calculated this, you will find out that the quantity, after you've calculated your grams or mils as the case may be, find that they will all sum up to 100 as well. If you are doing 200, they will all sum up to 200. So when you are saying I want to make 200 batch of so products, this is what we are talking about. So when you transfer your formula to a recipe, then you can work with it. Okay, so this way you can multiply the quantity anytime, any day. So because it's a new product, you are just testing the market, you want to see how it will work, I advise you start with a very small quantity. Even 50 ml will do. You test it and see how it works, and then you can know how to improve it from there. All right, so this is basically what it feels like to write a formula or to make a recipe for a skincare product. Is not rocket science. You just need to sit down and reason out all of this. So in this face cream now, we are looking at Allantoin. Allantoin is very good for anti-reaction. It helps to clear rashes and all of that. I like using it a lot. So looking at Allantoin, you're probably looking at azelaic acid, sulfur, anything at all that can work for acne, but don't put too much. Okay, in skincare formulation, less is more. Avoid using 100 things in one formulation. They never go well. Sometimes they end up reacting with each other and causing more harm. Okay, so less is more. The lesser the better. The important thing is that you are using something that is active and original. Once you are buying the original raw material and you are using it in the right percentage, you are good to go. You do not need to use 10 raw materials just because you want to treat acne on your face. 2 is okay. 3 is perfect. 3 actives is very okay. It will go a long way as long as you use them properly. So I hope you learned something. If you've not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe, turn on your notification bell. That'll be the first to be notified each time there's an upload coming from me. And please like this video and share with your friends. Until we come your way next time, don't forget, I love you and you are the best. Bye.